Hi, everybody. We're live on Facebook. Good afternoon. I want to welcome everyone to our information session with Nativ. I am Susie Mackler, and I'm the program manager here at JumpSpark. And I'm joined by Nachum Binder, who's the director of Nativ, and he's in Israel. We are so excited in Atlanta that we've launched the $10,000 Israel Gap Year Scholarship for Atlanta Jewish teens to attend a gap year of one of 10 pre-approved session programs in Israel for next year. Our programs are very diverse. We have a range of focus areas, cities, religious affiliations. We know that there's an Israel Gap Year experience for everyone. And the purpose of these information sessions is really to help you identify which one sounds like it is just the right one for you. So I am going to let Nachum spend some time and tell us about Nativ, and then we'll have some Q&A. Thank you, Nachum. Welcome.
Hey, hi, thank you. I'm delighted to be here. I'm very excited. Always love talking about Nativ and talking about what could be an incredible experience for you, the person out there listening. Nativ is the Nativ College Leadership Program in Israel is the official gap year program of the conservative movement, and basically gives you an opportunity to spend 9 months in Israel. And during this incredible opportunity, there are two main parts to the program to kind of give a certain kind of balance. You spend the first semester in Jerusalem, living in downtown Jerusalem in the heart of the city. And you get to pick from 3 different options. We have 3 tracks that you can choose from. One is studying at Hebrew University and academic studies and studying there. 2 is the Ulpan track, if you want to just focus on Hebrew, Velilmod Ivrit. Or the third option is studying at the conservative yeshiva, which is located on the same base, on the same campus of where Nativ lives, and spend a semester of learning, limud lishma, just learning for the sake of learning. That is sort of the big idea of the first semester. And the second semester is when we are giving back to the community. We all come to Israel because we want to have an incredible experience. We want to enjoy, we want to explore. And major part of the program is where we come to give back, where we come to volunteer to give back to this incredible country. And you can be volunteering in 2 different options. And here also you get to choose from doing it in a development town and volunteering there, or on a youth village. And in both places, you can be volunteering on an ambulance on Magen David Adom. You could be working with children, working with elderly, or working in painting and maintenance work, or working in the fields and agriculture. And really have an incredible opportunity to give back to Israel. And as we know, as I'm sure you all know, anyone who's volunteered, when you come to give, you end up gaining so much. And so really this whole year, and there are a lot of different other elements that come into play during the year, different traveling, seminars, leadership, workshops, everything, is to really kind of give this opportunity of an experience for you, and being able to connect and to Israel, to get to know Israel, to enhance your Jewish identity, and have this wholesome and unbelievable experience.
Wow, Nachum, it sounds great. It sounds super. I just want to ask you a couple of questions to kind of highlight some of the key points of the program. Talk about what, kids are focused on college and getting ready to go and doing their college applications. Why take a gap year? Why put that aside for a year? Why defer college for a year and go on a gap year?
Okay, great. So obviously one of the main reasons that I think I would hear somebody who wouldn't come on Nativ or wouldn't come on a gap year is because they say they want to start their college experience. And the truth is that we spend so much time and effort thinking about how to get into college and what do we need to do? What grades do we need? SAT scores. And we don't necessarily think about, I'm going to be on college for 3-4 years. How am I going to get the best college experience? What am I going to be doing there? And you don't need to ask me for the answer. If you talk with Harvard, with Yale, with so many other universities, top of the line, Ivy League, they found the answer. And they say, take a gap year, take that breather. More and more colleges today are encouraging their students, take a gap year, because they know that they are getting a much better student after that gap year. A student that knows themselves better, that has experienced other cultures, that has more confidence and independence. And they go into college, you go into college more prepared and ready to make the most of that experience. And you're not in any way taking away from that experience. It's quite the opposite. You're enhancing it. You are upgrading your college experience.
Can you speak a drop more to that? Can you get college credit while you're there? Can you take a course while you're there to put towards college credit when you go back?
Yes, definitely, definitely. So one of the amazing benefits or one of the amazing opportunities you have on Nativ is that we cooperation that we do with Hebrew University, right, which is an internationally known, well-respected university. Nativ, we don't arrange our own classes. We work together with Hebrew University, and the Nativ students that choose to do so, they will go up to campus onto Mount Scopus, amazing view of Jerusalem, by the way, and they get to take their college classes. Hebrew University is known, has leading internationally known professors in Middle Eastern studies, in Judaics, in international relations, in politics, Israeli society. And you get to choose which classes you want to take. And then definitely can, in most cases, they can transfer the credits back to colleges. Our students are able to get up to 21 credits for studying at Hebrew University while on Nativ. So
great. And talk about, can you speak a little bit about COVID? You know, we are still deep in this pandemic, and it's affecting all of us. And certainly it affected kids who were about to go off to college last fall and may have really decided this is the year to take a gap year. You know, can tell us a little bit about, because I'm sure that's on parents' minds, maybe not students, but parents, is what is Nativ doing to keep the kids safe, to take certain precautions, and how is that?
For sure. So first of all, keeping our participants safe and healthy is our number one priority. And I'm actually happy to say and to share that as of tomorrow, all of the current Nativ students will have received their second vaccine.
That is something.
That is just incredible, and then just also opens up opportunities for them as well here in Israel. This year, definitely the program this year was impacted by COVID, and we had to make various changes in how we operate and how we work. We receive guidelines. There are certain sort of guidelines and rules that we make up. We work together with MASA, which is the umbrella organization for long-term programs, and with the Ministry of Health, and they give us their guidelines and can tell us what is it, how can we operate, being in smaller groups, where are places that we can go to. And though we have had to make some changes this year, I think it's fairly safe to say that you can ask any of the participants that are here if they regret in any way. It changed their experience, yes, but it didn't take away from it. And they had an amazing, and they're having an amazing time here, even with everything going on. They still were an 8-minute walk from the old city, and from downtown Jerusalem. And it really was, it is an incredible time to be in Israel, and still so much to be able to do and to experience and see and learn, even while going by by being cautious and being careful, and going according to these guidelines that we told them.
I will say I have parent friends who have have young adults on Nativ this year, and I see their posts and their photos of their kids, and they all look like they're having the time of their lives and learning and I've seen them with masks, being COVID safe. So I'm sure their experience is just different. It's not negatively impacted. It's just an experience during COVID in a different way. Also, and speaking about, these kids are 18, 19, getting ready to go to college. So they're ready for some independence, some freedom, not living in their parents' house anymore. But certainly then they're in a foreign country if they come on Nativ. What kind of supervision do they have? What kind of freedoms do they have? Right. As young adults, but they still need some supervision and some guidance.
For sure. So as I said at the beginning, the official, long name of Nativ is the Nativ College Leadership Program. And then you have here two words, it's college and it's a program. And it's on one hand, how do these two kind of go together? How are you having a college experience while you're still part of the program? And I think the way the program is built, that there is a program, there is a framework. Right? There are staff members, there are counselors that live with the group and that are with them throughout the entire time. and other staff and educators that come in contact and are running programming and are there to supervise and are there to assist with any problem that can come up with a little thing, that your phone broke and you don't know where to get it fixed, to other issues that can come up when you're far away from home. While at the same time, within that framework, there is a lot of freedom and a lot of places where we want them to gain independence, whether it comes to them choosing what classes they want to be taking, taking classes that interest them, that they want to do. They are setting their schedule and they know when they are going up to campus and coming back to base. During second semester, when it comes to their volunteer projects, they are deciding where they want to be, working, where they want to be investing their time. And definitely one of the things that the Nativers this year have heard me say, and I know Nativers in past have also heard it, is one of the questions you always get is, right, how much free time is there? Right? And our answer is there isn't free time. Free time is for kids, right? What they have is opportunity time, right? They have time during the day to kind of take advantage of, and it's our job to kind of give them their opportunities, to offer chugim, the ways to enhance learning experiences, fun experiences. And it's up to them to take advantage of it, to walk the walk and to make the most of their year.
I'm ready to go. Let me sign up. And Nachum, is there anything else that you would want people to know, parents, prospective students? Is there anything else that we didn't cover that you'd really like to let them know about Nativ, about signing up, about anything we missed here?
Okay, so actually, if I want to share like a really short story,
sure,
about Nativ that I think tells a lot about the program. It happened on Yom Kippur in Jerusalem on Nativ 15 years ago. Nativ is now in its 40th year. This was on Nativ 25. And for Yom Kippur evening, the Nativers get to go to different synagogues to be there for services, for Kol Nidre. And there were a bunch that were walking back from shul back to base. And Jerusalem on Yom Kippur, there are no cars in the streets, right? The city stops and observes Yom Kippur. And it's like this amazing, what is going on, almost freaky feeling. And they were walking back to base, and right by the base, there is one of the main intersections of downtown Jerusalem. And they sat down in the intersection. What would normally be like, risking your life to cross the street with the Israeli drivers, it was empty. And they sat down and they started singing songs. So the songs that we would normally sing, like Sudash Shira, Shabbat songs, slow Jewish songs. And within a few minutes, there were other Nativers that came from a different synagogue that sat down and joined them. And there were others that came from other places and sat down. And then there were just random people who were walking back from Yom Kippur services who sat down in the intersection. And probably within half an hour, you have the entire intersection filled with hundreds of people singing songs and having this most incredible, powerful, spiritual, meaningful experience with all these Nativers. And it was so amazing that the Nativers that you talked about it, and Nativers have been doing it every single year since then. And this year, there was the big question, the Nativers wanted to do it. And the question is, will they be able to do it, right? There's COVID outside. It was during a lockdown period. Will we be able to do this, have this experience of singing in the square? And we went ahead of time and we talked to the police who were there on the site, and we asked about it. Can we do this? And they did allow us to do it. We were sitting in the intersection. We were spaced out, social distancing, and sat down and started singing. And slowly but surely, the intersection filled up with people. And yes, we were spread out a little bit because we were all trying to be safe and everyone was wearing their masks. But we were all singing and having this amazing experience. And I share this story because I think that it shares a lot about the program in three different ways. One, it's about the location, right? We know the number one rule in real estate is three member rules are location, 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 right? Beit Nativ, the place where Nativ lives, is you're a block away from the prime minister. You're just walk down the street, you get into the old city, you can walk a few minutes away from Ben Yehuda. You are in the heart of Jerusalem, the heart of Israel, the heart of the Jewish people. The second thing is about the opportunities that it gives you, right? Being in Israel for the year, being there for the Chakim, being there on Yom Kippur to be able to see how the entire country observes this day. And the third thing, I think it shows about the people that come on Nativ. It's people that are looking for that experience, who will go and sit in the square and sing songs and will sing Jewish songs and want to have that experience. And not only do they want to do it, but Nativers have they've led it. They've created this experience that has been going on for 15 years. And so Nativers, they're the people who will be a part of it and won't only just kind of join in, but they will create this incredible and unforgettable experience. And I think those are the kind of people that you want to be with on your gap year.
Great. Oh, Nachum, it sounds wonderful. And I want to thank you so much for giving this highlight of what's to come later. Tonight, we'll be back here at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live, and we'll have also a parent of a Nativ student, an alumni, several alumni who have actually participated in the program, one who grew up in Atlanta. And so we will have more information to share and some more personal experiences. And if you're out there and you want to learn more about this Atlanta Israel Gap Year Scholarship, please visit our website. And we are happy to talk to you. We can put you in touch with program staff from any of our programs. We have someone on our staff who can really walk you through the particulars of all the different kinds of programs that are eligible. And, you know, we want to work in partnership to make this happen with you. And Nachum, thank you so much. Thank you for exciting all of us about Nativ. I'm ready to sign up, and we'll hopefully see some of you back here tonight at 7. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.